Hi and welcome to our kitchen. My name is Anthony and this is Ian.
And we're going to be making apple crumble.
Oh yes, in America it's called apple crisp. So this recipe is divided into two parts. You have the filling, which is your apples and your spices and all that goodness right there. And you have what we call the topping. It's what goes on top of the apple filling. And together you get an apple crumble. Okay, so hand you one of those. And we want 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in there. Right. And to that we're going to actually go directly and start with all the apples inside. You hear all that sizzling. And we may also want to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice in there. The description of the ingredients for this recipe are in the box. And don't forget to like this video. Leave us some of your comments. What do you want us to make next? We're here at your service. So we're going to add to that Ceylon cinnamon. We've also got some ginger, some coriander.
Did you say coriander?
Yes, ground seed coriander. That stuff is good in there.
All right.
And we also have some cardamom. Now, for those at home who do not have all these ingredients, you can mix and match it the way you want it. Do it to your preference. This is just a template that we're giving you guys, and then the rest is really up to you. Ian's going to mix it around and, let it simmer a bit until it's somewhat tender and all the flavors are coming out, and then we'll go on to the next part of this recipe. Right, so we're making our topping for the apple crumble. And the beauty of this one is it's gluten-free. We're going to use a variety of ingredients that you will realize do not contain gluten. And the most predominant of them is the gluten-free flour.
And where did you get that from? What's that made of?
We will be making that at a future presentation.
All right.
So you will definitely have an opportunity to share this with the entire world. The first thing we need is the gluten-free flour. We've got some walnuts here that are coarsely grounded. There's some desiccated coconut. We've also got some almond meal. And this is the dry part of the mix. So I think it would actually be a good time for you to start mixing it and show them what it looks like. Pretty much like any other ordinary
dry mix.
Yeah, dry mix, yeah. We're going to add some maple syrup to this.
All right.
And also some coconut oil.
Those are the only liquids that we got in here?
Yep, that's the only liquids. I guess if you count vanilla as another liquid, then that's it.
Yep, there we are.
Yeah, what could we do without vanilla? So I'll put in, let's go for 3 teaspoons. It smells so good.
It's coming up, yep.
Yeah. So this is what happens after you have mixed all the lovely ingredients in our crumble, and it smells so good, Ian.
It does, it does. Happy with this consistency?
Yes, I am actually quite happy. Just look at how crumbly it is. You could not believe that it's gluten-free. And here we also have the apples that we stewed earlier with all the spices and all the goodness. It's coming. We're at the grand finale of this. We're going to put these apples right here in our baking
These apples
tray.
actually, they're from the garden.
Oh yes.
And there's quite a few coming from there, so you can check that out.
Right, so these are going in the bottom of our baking dish. Oh, it smells so yummy. I wish you could all join us. But, this has come to your home, so you could do the same and you will join us virtually.
Level it out.
Yeah, level it out, make it, look all good, and that's coming to my nose. I'm already hungry. This is pretty much what it looks like, you know. And to that, now, some people love adding cornstarch, but I think just go straight for the cashews. It's natural, it's easier to use. And so I did earlier is I got together cashews and just water, or you could even use soy milk if you want. And I passed this on to Ian, and, you know, miraculously I got a cashew sauce.
So we're just going to pour this on top here?
Yeah, just, you know, pour it around, spread it around, spread all the goodness around.
Excellent.
And this is kind of what it looks like. The next part is to put our topping, and this we can do together. Make, you know, many hands make light work.
What are we doing?
Yeah, just get our crumble and, you know, crumble it on top.
Crumble it on.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait to eat this. You know, one good feature which would be good is if they could add smell to like your YouTube videos.
That's it, yeah. Press here to smell.
Yeah. And you can pretty much use as much crumble as you like. If you like it thin, you can put less. If you like it thick, the way we do here, we're just going crazy on this.
Thick, mate. That's the
Thick,
way to go.
yeah, thick. Okay. This is what it looks like. Looks so good. So we're going to put this in the oven at about 180 degrees centigrade, and we're going to bake it from anywhere to 35 minutes to 45 minutes. Basically, you want to check that it's golden brown, not black. We'll see you again for the next recipe. We're back in the kitchen again.
Yep. And we are making a nut meat.
It's the first time for everything, yeah. What you want to have is some walnuts that are coarsely ground. And for this, we have a Thermomix. You also need a variety of spices and herbs that we're going to be telling you about. And I think we should just get into this. We've got walnuts already in there. We've got some sun-dried tomatoes. Some fresh basil. We also have oregano. We've got a bit of salt, some smoked paprika, a bit of lemon juice, some yeast flakes, coconut sugar, ginger. We also have some cayenne pepper and cumin. This is a magic ingredient, garlic. Never forget it. What we're going to do with this is one food processor recipe. We're going to process everything together, and we're going to be hoping to look for that yummy nut meat. We've blended this for about 15 seconds, pretty much, or less. And we have our nut meat. It's quite coarse. We're going to put it in here and show you what it looks like. Smells and fragrant at the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, so that's what we have, and if you like things like meatball, this is what you could have. And look at that. Delicious. Could eat that. Yeah, we're going to show you a couple of things that we can do with this meat, apart from making spaghetti bolognese with meatballs. What we've got here is a spelt puff pastry, and Ian and I are going to be showing you how to make this in a future episode. The first thing we're going to do is to get our puff pastry and douse it in a bit of flour, and then we're going to roll this nice and thin before we spread our yummy walnut meat filling in it. Yeah. And for those who know how to work with puff pastry, you know that it's quite delicate. So you have to be very gentle with it. What we're going to do is make sausage rolls. Sausage rolls with our walnut meat. This is what we have of our puff pastry, and we're going to fill this with some meat. We can do it many ways. I think one of the ways we should do is just get a line through it, and we're going to make 2 lines of meat pastry, and we're going to put it on there. Beautiful. It depends on what you want to do with this. You could choose to do a pattern, or you could cut it off into little sausage rolls. Go there, I'll go there, there, and there, go there, there. So this is what we have. Very beautiful and versatile. Beautiful beauties we got here. And to finish this off, sometimes you could use a fork, or you could just use a knife to just, you know, slit the tops and make them nice. We're also going to make some empanadas. Empanadas are from South America again. They're little pockets of goodness, cornmeal goodness. And one of the countries that's famous for them in South America is Venezuela. So all the Venezuelan people out there, please leave your comments below after watching what we're going to do. And, you know, we want to always improve. So are we doing it right? We will see. This is what we have for the sausage rolls.
So we're making these little, tell me, what are they called again?
Empanadas.
Empanadas, all right.
Yes. We have blue corn maize here, or masa, and we just add water to that.
It's a corn flour.
Yes, it's a corn flour.
Yeah, so blue is merely a feature for today, but...
No, it's actually blue corn.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, we'll have to look up that on Google, or maybe post a picture, maybe. Yeah.
But it's not critical to the recipe. I mean, you could use corn.
Yeah, you could use yellow corn. You could use white corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've got a bit of extra color today.
Yeah, not any extra color, extra nutrition.
Oh yeah.
We'll mix this with water, and then you'll get a dough which I have pre-prepared here. And from the dough, you're supposed to divide it into a few bowls, which I have here. Yeah. We have this dough that I have made earlier, and it's quite big. You're able to divide this into about 12 of this size bowls, and then I'll pass this on to you to make some tortilla. So you actually start with the tortilla.
Put it in a plastic, which stops it from sticking to the tool.
Are you happy with that? Oh yeah, that's a perfect circle right there. And then I'll get about a tablespoon of this goodness in here and put that in there, and I'll give you this to do another one. So our kitchen is quite busy, and just going to press it right in. See, that's what it looks like. That's your empanada. Now you could deep fry these, but I choose to bake them. And what I would like to do is also to add some coconut ghee on the top, and that's going to be so good when we do it. Put some at the bottom, you know. This is a bit of our messy kitchen, but it churns out delicious stuff. So that's what you get. I'm gonna bake this in the oven for about half an hour at 180 degrees centigrade, and we'll show you what they look like at the end. Delicious, delectable, yummy. This is what we have. Obviously there's another one there because we just wanted to make sure there's a lot more. So we're going to make a lot more of these and bake them, and we'll show you the final product. For our final demonstration on what we can use with this walnut meat, we've got what we call palusami. This is a bit of an art. Actually, before I start, let me tell you about palusami. It comes from the Pacific. Fiji, Samoa, and all these other countries around. And I've loved this, and I've always thought, oh, how could I have this with meat? Well, today we got it, and we're going to make palusami. This is what we start with. I'm using silver beet.
So more veg from the garden.
And we put some of this yummy coconut cream and onions and salt over there. And we're going to use another leaf, you know, and make it extra creamy and yummy. And put more on there. And then the next thing is our walnut meat. Now, in those countries, you could do up to 3-4 leaves. It's up to you. Work with it and see how it goes. We have that amount of meat on it and some more coconut cream. You know, we're going crazy with the coconut cream today. And we're going to roll this nice and carefully. I hope I do not lose everything. And we're going to roll it. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a sausage or something, but yeah, it's all full of cream and goodness. And I'm going to set it in my baking tray. And because it's the first one, I want to put a weight over that. And we're going to repeat it for the other leaves. Wow, it's amazing. And to all my Fijian friends out there, thanks for introducing me to palusami. Now I've taken this to another level, and Ian and I are bringing you palusami walnut meat version. Deliciousness, absolutely on point. We're going to finish the rest of our leaves here, and we're going to show you the finished product. Just wait, it's yumminess unloaded. We've just made a bit of a mess here, but this is what you call an edible, delectable, salivatable mess. We've rolled our silver beet. Now in Fiji they will use taro leaves, and those are even yummier. Or you could use spinach. Just use what you have. Go crazy, create. And at the end of that, I just want to, you know, let's make it even more creamier, you know. Creamier, delicious, yummy. And we're going to bake this again in the oven for about half an hour at 180, and then we will see you for the finished product. Well, as you can see, we have all our yummy, delectable food on the table, plus more. We've added this so that you could see what you could do with your meal to make it more yummy and filling. So here we have the apple crumble or crisp that we made earlier. All lovely and brown and delicious. And you remember we made the walnut meat, and with that we've managed to make 3 dishes. So we have our European sausage rolls, we have our South American Venezuelan empanadas, we also have our Fijian, Samoan, Pacific Islander palusami. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a plate for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to make a plate, and we just cannot wait to start and dig in. Right, so look, you hear how crispy that is? This is your very crispy apple crumble crisp. Look at that. Spice apple.
Beautiful.
And you know what I like with that? A bit of whipped cream, soy whipped cream, or whatever cream you can whip up. And I don't know, should you just have it on the side so you know, just have some, yeah, just, you know, just put the whole thing in, and you know, it's delicious. Like, I would totally have this.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll keep it here for you.
Why is it on that side? Just tell us what you think about what we have made. Do you like it? What would you like us to make? Any ideas out there?
Well, definitely all the twists and special changes that you guys have made. Definitely.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We want to hear all about it. We're so excited. And keep on hitting that like button.
Absolutely. Mate, it's lunchtime. Let's call it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See ya.